My lovely Aquarius. I love this. I love this for you, Aquarius. You are going into a season of self-respect. And when I see this cycle of self-respect, it's going to be for everybody, you know? So what I mean by it's going to be for everybody, you're going to have this attitude towards friends, towards lovers, and towards family. You're going to be really big about wanting to be respected and you putting up boundaries and being strong with your boundaries, because you could have allowed people to come in and some of you back and forth. You're tired of arguing with people. You don't want to argue with people about how you feel and what you need in order to feel good versus what they want to give to you. So that could have been a thing, Aquarius, of you telling people, showing people who you are, showing people what you don't want to tolerate, what you will tolerate, and people still just trying to give you or disrespect you in ways that you're not going to have it anymore. So I see like you having your self-respect being really, really big. And I love this because what it's going to do is pushing out toxic people, or even the toxic people in your life is now starting to have respect for you because now you are showing up differently and you have a higher self-respect for yourself. And it's making people like either A, come back and approach you differently, or B, just leave at all, like leave altogether, because they now may look at you as being difficult. When people can't manipulate you anymore, they try to call you difficult. But the truth is you're not being difficult. You're just not accepting the same type of BS that you used to accept in the past. So you are not difficult. You just ain't going to have it. You're not going to bring all that chaos and all that pain back into your life. You know, you could have been really, really friendly, really, really giving, really outgoing, or even some of you, if you are like introverted, but when you do go out, you show everybody love and you have a good time and you have deep conversations with people and you speak about life, and you never understood how come when I'm being so kind to people, people are giving me disrespect. What happened, Aquarius? They took your kindness for weakness. And this is exactly what you could have learned. Like they took your kindness for weakness and you refuse to allow that to happen anymore. I see you taking care of yourself so nice. Like I see you, like some of you Aquariuses might book for like a massage or go to like a spa. I see tennis. Some of you could play tennis, or you could be very, very like athletic. I see you venturing out, you know, some of you are venturing out. Some of you are doing different things that make you feel happy. So now you're going to put your happiness first. And I feel like this could have been a process for you, because people could have made you feel guilty for trying to put yourself first. People didn't want you to find yourself, Aquarius, because people benefited from you not loving yourself the right way. People benefited from you not respecting yourself the right way. People benefited from that version of you. So, and some of you too could have been like in a really broken place, and you could have been really hurting. You could have been suffering in silence. And the reason why you were so kind to people is because it's what you truly desired. You know, you could have gave people the love that you really wanted back in return, you know, and you didn't get that. So I just see that there were a lot of toxic people around you that are now departing your journey, or trying to like check the temperature with you. Some people could be confused about the changes that you're going through right now. You can have friends, yeah, and it shows procrastination. You could have procrastinated with this for a long time. You want to know why? Because your heart is just so big. You have such a big, big heart. You could have procrastinated when it came to like letting go. You could have felt so bad. You could have felt so bad for like letting people go. You, in a sense, it's almost like you felt guilty. You felt like by you letting go, it was letting people down, and you didn't want to let people down. And that's why, but you just found out so much about these people. You really did. It's like you're the light and there's so many dark people trying to surround you. Like a lot of people trying to feed off of your light. And it could have took you a while. See, this is you, the sacred woman. You could be very, very spiritual, and that's why you have a lot of healing energy, whether you know it or not. And you know, your broken ex-lover could have benefited from your healing energy and from your kindness, but then they will just leave you, and you're tired of that cycle. So you're starting to see people for who they are. And honestly, Aquarius, it makes you so sad. Like deep down inside, it makes you sad. You know, and they speak about this a lot on the internet, like people needing to give themselves more compassion for grieving the loss of people that they used to hang out with, they used to talk to, you know, they used to like love. And it's not to say that you don't love them. You just have to love them in a different way. Or some of you may have to love from a distance because of the fact that these people, they're inviting chaos and all kinds of stuff in your life that had they not been in your life, you will be all right. Like you will be okay, you know? So it makes you sad to have to let them go. And this is why you might feel spiritual chills. This is why you might see 111 on the clock. Every time you look at the clock, I see you being at work. And when you're looking at the clock, like, what time is it? And it's 111 or it's like 222. You have so much spiritual help trying to get you through this cycle. You could have tried to even help people get a job. You could have tried to help people put people on. And it's like too much betrayal. So this is you balancing your energy of masculine and feminine. You're balancing your energy. You could have been so much in your feminine energy, and the feminine energy wants to nurture people. The feminine energy wants to take care of people. The feminine energy is so compassionate and sometimes too forgiving to the point where people now start to prey on you and take advantage of you because you're too forgiving. So this is exactly why you had to put up boundaries, and you had to put up your self-respect, and you had to put yourself first, because they weren't. You had to take your life into your own hands. They weren't respecting you. You had people around you that had masks, pretending to be something that they're not. People who were prideful and would hurt you, and they wouldn't apologize. Like, you're sick of it. That's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. That's a lot that's too much for any human. You're just one person. For you to allow that level of suffering and pain, like, that's too much. That's probably why the heavens had to intervene. Like, oh heck no, this is too much. You know, so let's see what's going on with your love life. You might even get an apology from someone. You know, they could have pulled away. They didn't want to disappoint you, and you guys could have been clashing a lot, you know. So if they pulled away and went into their shell, and if I say they went into their shell, you could have been with a Cancer, but they didn't want to like disappoint you, and they felt like they were disappointing you. Like, let me see, what's your love life looking like? See, you had a soulmate. What's going on with this person? Rage, anger. They're spying on you. If you pulled away from someone, they're spying on you, and they're angry and embarrassed. You could have caught them out. You caught them out. You could have caught them out. They were just being so negative. They were being so negative, being so pessimistic. Now they're just feeling hopeless. Like, they're feeling hopeless about you. And let me see what else. Yeah, this shows like them avoiding. You know, like, this could have been a person who liked to avoid the problem. You know, they could have, every time you tried to bring up the issues that were going on in this connection, or where you wanted clarity, or where you didn't trust them, you didn't trust them. And you could have been on a situation like, you told me that you were going to meet me at 10 o'clock. You know, now it's like 12 o'clock. Like, what happened? And they get defensive and get angry and just shun you out, when what you're asking for is actually like legit, you know? So it's like this person would like push you away. The closer that you would try to get to them, or the more that you would start to see them for who they really are, they would push you away. And now that they pushed you away, some of you could have just stayed away. And now they're hoping that you will come back. And it says intuition. So this person was giving you mixed signals. One minute they're building on a foundation with you and everything is going good. The next minute you guys get into a little conflict, or you start to ask for clarity and then they push you away. That's a red flag. I think you noticed that that was a red flag. It's like this person was giving you mixed signals. But what was their mixed signals all about? Like, this person came into your life with a lot of sorrow and grief and depression. They struggle with depression, like severe depression. Let me see what else is going on with this person. It's like their world can be out of control. And if this is a person who's like an entrepreneur, somebody who's like a businessman, a businesswoman, somebody who works for themselves, they're under a lot of pressure. And what they do with that pressure is they may project it onto you, Aquarius. See, it's like they could have blamed you for becoming too difficult. They could have tried to call you difficult because you needed reassurance. You needed confirmation, which is, if they were emotionally mature, they would know how to give you reassurance without starting conflict, you know? So they tried to push you away because they didn't know how to deal with the emotions of this connection. But they would also tell you that no one makes them feel the way that you do, you know? Another thing with this person, they could have been very, very, they could have been like, when they have big feelings about you, they wouldn't tell you. So that's another thing. You could have lacked clarity on, like, how does this person truly feel about me? Because when I first met them, they used to tell me how beautiful or how handsome I am, or they used to say things to me. Now this person is more closed off into themselves and kind of quiet. And it's like, well, what are you thinking? What are you going through? Do you still want this connection? You could have felt lost. It's like they weren't nourishing the connection anymore. They weren't pouring into the connection the way that they used to. And it made you like nervous. You felt broken. You felt like this person was hiding secrets. You felt like this person was being dishonest with you, this divine masculine, and now they're longing for you, and they do want to return to you. But you see, you don't know a good thing until it's gone. This person could have even started picking up habits like drinking more or like smoking, because they could be struggling with their emotions and not knowing how to handle the pressure. This person looks like a person that breaks under pressure. So they become defensive, they become aggressive, they start pushing you away, they may start drinking more, or even hiding how much they drink from you. They don't want you to know. Let me see what else is going on with you, Aquarius. Some of you could be doing your taxes. It shows receipts. Some of you could be doing your own taxes, or you could be hiring someone to do your taxes. If you are negotiating a contract, just know that you're gonna get it. But for this new job or this new cycle, it's gonna require, you have way more responsibilities, but it's gonna be worth it, because if you have any debt that you're trying to pay off, you're gonna notice that it's gonna pay off, and your payday, you're gonna have way more money. You know, a lot of bills, but a lot of money to pay your bills. So that's good. Some of you too, your frequency is changing. Your frequency is starting to go up. So that's another thing too, just in case you don't understand your own changes and like what you're going through internally, Aquarius. The more that you heal, the more that you become aware of things, the more that your frequency becomes higher. So when your frequency is higher, anything that is like low vibrational, it's not going to serve you. So you're not trying to be difficult or push people away. It's because of the new changes. It won't allow you to be mistreated any old type of way that people want. Like, this new version of you demands respect, demands love, and demands like a reciprocal connection. People won't be able to treat you the way that they used to, because you're starting to have a more deeper respect and love for your own self. So you teach people how to treat you by what you decide to put up with. And I just feel like before, you used to put up with things. So of course, if you decide like, I'm not going to put up with this anymore, people are going to feel like, oh, you're changing. Yeah. And you should change. Some of you too can be trapped in fear when it comes to like what direction should you go in next when it comes to work. But it looks like, because I see negotiations, whatever fear you have and whatever doors you're looking at, you're finally gonna take an offer. And this comes to like things that you're passionate, things that you're trying to build for your future. It's gonna work out in your favor. I'm gonna go on to the extended. I'm gonna do a full spread on your person. And I want to go over what secrets are they hiding? What action will they take towards you next? As well as messages about your family and about your job if you want additional messages about your job. So you can click on the extended and the link will be in the description box. Love and light.